What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about KTA, Keeta, the Cheetah today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, here we are on this, the 22nd of April, sitting at about 14.1 cents now. We've got some decent volume coming in today. We're moving up a little bit, 11% on the day so far in this consolidation phase. I think it seems as if it's a giant bull flag. If it is a bull flag, we take the measure move from the low to the high here of the pattern of the flagpole itself, put it at the base of the flag right there, and the measure move would take you all the way up to about $3. From the current price of 14 cents, I mean, that's a long shot away, guys, but I mean, that is a 21x, and this thing has a relatively low market cap, right? If we're looking at KTA here, KTA, that's, $56 million market cap. 24-hour volume is 1.3. I think it's a little bit higher than that, right? Because that's just that one pairing. Let's see. KTA, Keeta, 56 to 2 million. Yeah, it's not the highest volume you've ever seen, but it's decent, right? It's decent. And for what we're doing here, being in these boring times, I don't think that we need a whole lot of volume. It's once we move up higher, once we start breaking out, that's when we need it. And higher we will break. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is a brand new coin. It's a layer 1 blockchain, as far as I know, or at least that's what they're aiming to be. I don't know how you can be a layer 1 blockchain if you're on Aerodrome, right? If you're on if that you know what I mean. So maybe they're just setting out to be their own blockchain, but they haven't launched their mainnet yet, if that makes sense. That's how a lot of coins do. But again, do your own research, you guys. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Look it up. Go to KTA on here, read about it, find everything, all the little nuggets you need to do. Ask Grok what's up, if you want the Spark Notes. But I very much do believe that we're in the process of seeing a larger move overall. You look at the daily RSI, you have consolidated around the 50, finding support at the 50, cooled way the hell off, man. You were overbought as hell, and now you're cooled way the hell off. You've only moved with higher lows here, recently speaking, and had lower lows in the RSI. That's called hidden bullish divergence. That's a good thing. That's actually a really good thing. You took this downward sloping trend line and turned it into an upward sloping trend line, meeting up with this downward sloping resistance line up here. I very much do believe that you're on the brink of breaking this, breaking out of this, right? If we look at this here, lower highs, lower lows like that, I think you're on the brink of breaking out. And when you do, you might go all the way up to $3, man. I mean, who knows? That kind of movement, that's a 21x from a market cap of 56 million. Well, I mean, that'd be like $1 billion, a little bit over $1 billion, technically. Yeah, you could see it. You could definitely see that happen. I mean, sometimes you do find resistance just below $1 billion. Sometimes you find resistance just above $1 billion. But $3, man, that's a psychological level in itself. $1 billion psychological level. I could really see it happening, if not higher. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not guaranteeing that this thing does go that high, but I think that coins, and I actually know from my 3 years, or not 3 years, 3 bull market experiences now, because I've been this is my 3rd bull market here. That the coins that do see these kind of immaculate growths in a very short amount of time, that they start off, come here, buddy. He literally waits for me to say come here. He'll just meow until I tell him to come here. The ones that see these 30x moves in what I would expect by the end of June in these 2-month time frames, they're coins that are at low market caps like this, that have a lot of room for growth, right? That are not on centralized exchanges. At least, let's see, are you on any centralized exchanges? I think you're just on Poloniex, right? Yeah, just on Poloniex, right? Poloniex they list a lot of those projects early, man. Even projects that'll die out, but they list them while they're relevant. And Keeta is a new project. So the fact that they've listed them means they've got their eyes on it already. It has the attention of Justin Sun. I don't know. I think this thing's going to do well. I think it really is going to do well. You've got multiple, or you only have one exchange, so you have multiple avenues where you could see this thing pump, whether it's from investor interest speculation, right, or from exchanges wanting to buy and accumulate so that they can list you in anticipation of demand from their clientele. There's a lot. I mean, exchange listings, you guys are insanely bullish, and I know that the KTA team, they've set aside some cryptos just for exchange listing purposes as well. So that's probably going to happen at some point, and that'll be some bullish narratives to build from. Anytime we get an exchange listing, I love it because it sends you up. Exchanges buying your asset or listing your asset basically assumes that there are going to be that they are acquiring your asset, and that there are other players involved that are acquiring your asset as well. What's beautiful about it is not just the move up that it promotes, but the ideal selling price that it promotes as well. Anytime that you hear an exchanges listing, get out that day, and you're basically perfect 90% of the time there. I'm talking too much though. Let's get into the 4-hour time frame and look at this a little bit more. 4-hour time frame, 4-hour RSI looks very neutral, very choppy. So I mean, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do think we're about to break out, but don't get your feelings hurt if you move down a little bit. You could still see prices below 12 cents, but I doubt it. I really doubt that you ever see prices below 12 cents again. I had bought back into KTA back at, I think it was like 17 cents, something like that. Was it back over here? Maybe it was back over here. I can't remember. I think it was back on this move over here. I want to say it was. That actually, I think it was back over here. And I haven't sold. I'm just waiting right now because what I've been waiting for is if it goes lower, and it did go lower than 10 cents, but I didn't buy more. The plan was to buy more as it went lower. Didn't buy more. This would be a good area to buy. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do think it's a good area to buy now, but I'm tied up in a bunch of different cryptos. If I was to move something around, I don't know. I'm not going to say what I would move around, but I might have some ideas as to what I would move around. But at this point in time, it's a toss-up, man. Do I want to put it into KTA for something that might do a 20x, right? That might be the expectation. Maybe it does. Or do I want to put it in something that I'm more confident in that will at least do, something around that, even if it's a little bit smaller? I don't know. I'm already happy with the size of KTA that I have. I'm not trying to downplay it or anything like this, but it is a new crypto, and it's not even on centralized exchanges. So you guys hear that, right? While I've been talking about all the upside in this video, while I've been giving anybody and everybody who's listening to this reasons to invest in it, you should be giving yourself reasons, right? Do some research, read about it, read the white paper, read anything that you can about it, figure out what makes this thing tick. But even through that, I'm still here saying, I don't know if I want to put more money into it, right? And of course, it's coins like this that you don't put more money into, that if you just bet the farm, they do the best. But I'm happy with the tokens I'm allocated in. This is a new coin. It's important to be reserved whenever it comes to stuff like this, right? I have a decent amount of cash in this thing, right? It's not like a small amount. I would not be happy if it just went to zero and it got rugged. But if it does, I'm not going to get hurt, right? And that's what I'm not setting myself up for. It's a brand new coin. I don't know everything about it, right? And even if I knew everything that I could about it, it's still a new coin. Things can go wrong. You never know. So don't bet the farm on this. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you put a little bit of cash in here, I'm sure it will go up in value in a very, very short amount of time. Overall, we're looking for that $3 price probably by the end of June. I got nothing else to talk about. I'm done. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Yeah. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? 1 hour time frame. There's just not a lot to go off of, man. It's been so neutral. You're getting a little volume back in, but it's just very dead. So I think you're just accumulating. You're ready to pop. Once that volume comes in, ideally you'll be breaking out to the upside. If you break out to the downside and the volume comes in, well, we'll talk about the next buying opportunity. But until then, I guess we're just looking for that upside. So $3 or bust, guys. That's all we got. Take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.